Have you ever thought that a single plant in your living room could determine your family's wealth and fortune? It sounds simple, but the truth is, some house plants that seem purely decorative may secretly be the key to attracting prosperity, or blocking it entirely if placed incorrectly. The surprising part? The secret isn't some mystical concept. It could be sitting right there in your home, hidden in plain sight. These plants, the ones you walk past every day, might actually be shaping the energy of your space. If you choose the right kind and place them wisely, they don't just freshen the room, they invite abundance, purify the air, and enhance positive energy. But most people never realize this. In Feng Shui, every plant carries its own energy, and that energy directly impacts the flow of qi, the life force, through your home. When you align the right plant with the right placement, it can stabilize your finances, strengthen your well-being, and even shift your destiny. Experts in Feng Shui believe plants act as energetic filters, balancing yin and yang while keeping your space vibrant, healthy, and magnetized for good fortune. But here's the catch: if you've been choosing plants just because they are trendy or visually appealing, you might be making a serious mistake. The wrong plant in the wrong corner could block prosperity, create stagnant air, and subtly affect your mood, relationships, and even your luck. That's why it's so important to watch this video all the way through before you bring home your next plant. You'll discover 5 specific types of plants that don't just attract wealth, they also detoxify your space and elevate your home's energy. And if you're serious about drawing abundance into your life, don't forget to hit like, subscribe to Buddha's Odyssey, and comment something powerful like, "I welcome prosperity and positive energy into my home." Number 1. Money Tree, Pachira aquatica. Have you ever wondered if the right plant could be the key to unlocking financial prosperity in your home? The money tree, with its distinct braided trunk and vibrant green leaves, has long been a symbol of wealth in Feng Shui. Known for its ability to attract good fortune, it's often recommended as a must-have for those seeking to boost their financial stability and success. But beyond its symbolic connection to wealth, this plant plays a much deeper role in cultivating a harmonious environment. Not only does it act as a beacon of prosperity, but it also serves as a powerful purifier, transforming the energy of any room. When we talk about Feng Shui, the placement of objects in a space is just as important as their symbolic meaning. The money tree, according to Feng Shui principles, is best placed in the southeast corner of your living room, often referred to as the wealth area. This placement encourages the steady flow of positive energy or qi, which is essential for nurturing both your finances and career. The vibrant energy it emanates fosters an environment where opportunities can flourish, attracting both financial gains and personal growth. In Feng Shui, the elements of nature are believed to interact with one another, influencing the energy around us. The money tree, often placed in strategic areas of the home, represents growth, renewal, and prosperity. By welcoming this plant into your space, you're inviting the qi that fuels both financial and personal development. Its lush foliage symbolizes abundance, while the strength of its twisted trunk speaks to the resilience needed to maintain lasting success. The more you care for it, the more it mirrors the balance you need in your life, showing that prosperity is not just about money, but about nurturing the right conditions for growth in all areas of life. Aside from its wealth-attracting properties, the money tree excels in purifying the environment. With its capacity to release oxygen and balance the humidity in a room, this plant ensures that the air remains fresh and invigorating. This is especially beneficial for areas in the home where energy tends to feel stagnant or overly cluttered, such as living rooms or home offices. The money tree is an air-purifying plant, helping to absorb harmful pollutants and reduce toxins in the atmosphere. This contributes to a more positive, healthful environment, aligning perfectly with Feng Shui principles, which emphasize the importance of clean, vibrant energy in your living space. From my own personal experience, I've come to realize that the money tree isn't just a plant, it's a constant reminder of balance and patience. Just as the tree requires consistent care, regular watering, appropriate sunlight, and occasional pruning, our financial growth and personal development need a similar commitment. The money tree thrives when it's nurtured and given the right environment to grow, and so too does your journey toward wealth and success. This plant teaches patience, highlighting that true prosperity doesn't come overnight, but through steady, mindful effort. Incorporating the money tree into your living space not only invites wealth but also serves as a tool for cultivating a deeper understanding of balance in all areas of your life. Its presence reminds us that financial abundance, like personal well-being, must be nurtured with care, attention, and the right energy. Whether you place it in your living room, home office, or even a corner that feels energetically heavy, the money tree will transform the atmosphere, creating a welcoming space where positive energy can flow freely, and prosperity can thrive. So, what are you waiting for? Let this green symbol of wealth become a part of your home, and watch as it begins to reflect the growth you seek, not just in your finances, but in your life. Number 2. Lucky Tree, Bamboo. If you want a plant that not only brings luck but also silently improves the air you breathe and the energy that surrounds you, the lucky bamboo might be the best decision you can make for your home. This isn't just a decorative piece, it's a living magnet for prosperity, a quiet guardian of well-being, and a teacher of resilience, all in one elegant stalk. Often referred to as the lucky tree, lucky bamboo holds a long-standing place in both Eastern and Western traditions as a sacred symbol of growth, fortune, and harmony. Its sleek, vertical form speaks not only of upward progress but also of a kind of minimalistic beauty that blends seamlessly into nearly any modern or traditional home. What sets it apart, though, is its incredible adaptability. Whether grown in soil or in water, it continues to flourish with grace, making it an effortless addition to your interior while providing deep symbolic benefits rooted in the principles of Feng Shui. According to classical Feng Shui, lucky bamboo isn't just placed for aesthetics, it's positioned with intention. In this practice, directionality and energy flow are everything. When placed in the eastern area of your living space, which governs health and family harmony, lucky bamboo is believed to enhance the vitality and emotional connection among household members. When situated in the southeast, the zone connected to wealth and financial growth, it becomes a beacon of prosperity. Its segmented stalks, especially in odd-numbered groupings, symbolize different blessings: 3 for happiness, 5 for health, and 8 for abundance. The visual upward movement of the plant mirrors the type of energetic momentum Feng Shui aims to foster: stable, healthy, and expansive. There's something quietly powerful about watching it reach for the light while its roots remain submerged and calm. It models the very balance that Feng Shui seeks to cultivate in the home: the rooted stillness of yin and the upward vitality of yang. From a practical standpoint, this plant is just as impressive. Its air-purifying qualities make it a functional addition to the home as much as a symbolic one. Indoor environments, particularly in urban spaces, often contain unseen toxins that gradually sap our energy and concentration. Lucky bamboo, while humble in size, actively absorbs harmful chemicals and replenishes the air with oxygen, contributing to clearer thinking, better sleep, and an overall calmer environment. Because it requires minimal sunlight and can grow in water or soil, it offers flexibility that few plants can rival. Whether tucked onto a windowsill with indirect light or placed near your workspace to boost focus, it thrives quietly and reliably. It doesn't demand attention, but its benefits accumulate daily, creating a subtle yet significant shift in how your space feels and functions. My personal journey with lucky bamboo has taught me more than I anticipated. Observing its gentle curves and pliable stalks reminds me that strength does not always lie in resistance but often in flexibility. This plant is a living metaphor for the human experience. Life throws curveballs, and instead of resisting the winds of change, the bamboo shows us how to bend, not break. When nurtured correctly, it continues to grow, even in small containers and limited light, a powerful reminder that thriving is often about adaptation, not ideal conditions. Feng Shui doesn't view plants simply as decorative features. They are considered living embodiments of the 5 elements, each contributing a different quality to the energy of a home. Lucky bamboo represents wood, the element of growth, progress, and renewal. By placing this plant in key areas of your living space, you're not just enhancing its visual charm, you're activating energies that encourage personal and financial advancement, emotional resilience, and the kind of grounded optimism we all need in modern life. What I find most compelling is that the lucky bamboo bridges spiritual tradition with biological function. It's not just about what it symbolizes, it's about what it does. It improves the air you breathe, brightens dull corners, and infuses your environment with a calm, nourishing presence. This blend of science and symbolism makes it a cornerstone of mindful home design. Whether you're deepening your Feng Shui practice or simply seeking more balance in your daily routine, the lucky bamboo offers a surprisingly powerful starting point. Its presence is quiet, but its impact, if you allow it, is transformative. Number 3. Rubber Tree, Ficus elastica. Not every plant that looks dark and heavy is bad for your space. In fact, the deeper and richer its energy, the more protective it may be. The rubber tree is a perfect example of this paradox. With its thick, glossy leaves and bold stature, it may not exude the delicate charm that many associate with houseplants. Yet this very strength is what makes it a Feng Shui powerhouse. Contrary to the belief that light, airy plants are always the best choice for attracting positive energy, the rubber tree brings something far more profound to a home. It offers stability, protection, and purification on a deeply energetic level. Its strong, upright growth and bold green hues suggest durability and grounding, 2 traits essential for creating a balanced and resilient living environment. In Feng Shui, the symbolism of the rubber tree aligns with core values of perseverance, security, and trustworthiness. Its thick, almost leathery leaves are not just eye-catching, they act as energetic shields that help absorb and neutralize chaotic or negative vibrations. This makes the rubber tree ideal for high-traffic areas like living rooms or common family spaces where emotional exchanges and mental energy run high. Strategically placed in the eastern or southeastern parts of the home, the rubber tree can reinforce the wood element, which governs health, growth, and abundance. But unlike lighter wood element plants, the rubber tree adds a grounding effect, ensuring that your ambitions and well-being are built on a solid energetic foundation rather than fleeting momentum. It brings in a kind of structured calm that holds your space together, especially useful in times of change or emotional turbulence. The plant's commanding presence isn't just metaphorical. Scientifically, the rubber tree has large, waxy leaves capable of capturing airborne toxins, such as formaldehyde and carbon monoxide. It's one of the most effective houseplants for air purification, and because it thrives in indirect light and doesn't require excessive watering, it's perfectly suited for indoor life, especially in spaces where windows are limited or airflow is restricted. This function aligns beautifully with Feng Shui's priority on maintaining healthy, flowing energy, or qi, within a space. In stagnant corners, heavy or dark rooms, or even overly cluttered environments, a rubber tree helps redistribute the energy by refreshing the atmosphere both energetically and physically. It acts like an anchor, helping to reset the emotional tone of a room and make it feel more secure and emotionally contained. What strikes me most about the rubber tree is how deeply it resonates with the modern human experience. We live in a world of constant stimulation, distraction, and movement. The rubber tree reminds us that sometimes, what we truly need is not more lightness, but more weight, more grounding, more quiet strength. Watching it grow slowly, steadily, and confidently in its place becomes a lesson in emotional maturity. This plant doesn't rush, doesn't demand much attention, and yet it consistently offers shelter, beauty, and calm to the space around it. From a spiritual standpoint, it's a gentle invitation to stay rooted while reaching upward, an emblem of endurance that helps you push through mental clutter and emotional volatility without losing your sense of self. From my own experience, having a rubber tree near my workspace completely changed the rhythm of how I functioned. Its deep green presence seemed to absorb the tension that built up during long hours of thinking and planning. Over time, it subtly encouraged me to slow down, to breathe deeper, and to organize my thoughts more deliberately. In Feng Shui terms, this is the kind of plant that not only brings fortune but guards it. It doesn't just attract wealth, it protects the energy that allows that wealth to grow sustainably. It helps create an energetic fortress, particularly helpful in environments where external stressors or digital overloads are constantly present. This plant is for the long game, the quiet journey toward resilience, and the kind of prosperity that isn't flashy, but unshakably real. Number 4. Mandia Tree, Archidendron cliparia. You know that feeling when you walk into your living room after a long day and something just feels off. The room is tidy, the lighting is soft, but the energy is flat, almost like the air itself is tired. It's a familiar scenario, especially in modern homes where screens and synthetic materials dominate the environment. That's where the mandia tree quietly steps in, a plant that doesn't just decorate a space, but revives it. Though it may not be as famous as the money tree or lucky bamboo, the mandia tree has been gaining rapid recognition, especially among younger homeowners and interior designers. Its lush, deeply green foliage and graceful form bring not only a visual sense of peace but a subtle shift in the energy of a room. It doesn't scream for attention, but once it's there, you begin to notice how the space feels more alive, more breathable, and somehow more emotionally balanced. In Feng Shui, every element carries meaning, and the mandia tree beautifully represents the wood element, associated with vitality, growth, and renewal. But unlike sharper, more angular plants that evoke assertiveness, the mandia tree exudes a softer, more nurturing form of energy. Its dense leaves are often interpreted as energetic shields, quietly absorbing negativity and allowing positive chi to circulate more freely. When placed thoughtfully in living areas, especially near windows or entryways, this tree helps filter the emotional and environmental energy that enters your space. It acts almost like a buffer, a natural energetic curtain that ensures only harmony flows inward. Feng Shui emphasizes the importance of how energy moves through a space. Slow, smooth circulation is ideal, and the mandia tree, with its full canopy and balanced structure, helps regulate that flow in an almost imperceptible yet effective way. Beyond energy work, this plant's physical benefits are equally compelling. The mandia tree thrives in well-lit, humid conditions, making it a natural fit for homes that receive indirect sunlight and have some ambient moisture, think bathrooms, balconies, or sunny living rooms. Its thick foliage acts as a natural air filter, capturing airborne toxins and subtly humidifying the air, which is especially beneficial in dry or air-conditioned environments. From a health standpoint, this means better respiration, reduced fatigue, and a general increase in comfort. From a Feng Shui perspective, this translates into a purification of both the tangible and intangible, the air you breathe and the mood you carry. This dual function is essential in any healing or rejuvenating space. When you're working on aligning your inner energy with your outer surroundings, having plants like the mandia tree as silent collaborators makes that journey smoother. What makes the mandia tree particularly interesting is how it bridges traditional wisdom and contemporary aesthetics. Social media has played a role in boosting its popularity, yes, but it's not just a visual trend. People are drawn to it because it feels right. In Feng Shui, we often talk about intuitive placement, about how a certain corner of a room just seems to invite something green and grounding. The mandia tree answers that call with understated elegance. It offers a gentle visual anchor without overwhelming a space, helping it feel whole. And in a time when many people are unknowingly disconnected from nature, this plant becomes a quiet reconnection point. Its presence is like a whisper reminding you to slow down, take a breath, and notice the subtleties of your own environment. Personally, I've found that the mandia tree doesn't just transform the air, it transforms the pace of a room. In my own home, I placed one near the edge of my meditation space, not because of any specific rule, but because it felt intuitively right. Over time, I realized that even without consciously focusing on it, the plant was shifting the energy. The room felt more contemplative, less rushed. Visitors would comment that it was the calmest corner of the house, even though nothing in the layout had changed. That's the quiet magic of the mandia tree. It doesn't perform. It supports. And in Feng Shui, that kind of support is invaluable. It allows other elements in your home, be it a water feature, a family photo, or a favorite book, to express their energy more clearly, simply because the base energy is now calm and receptive. This plant may not come with a grand symbolic history of other Feng Shui staples, but its energy is deeply aligned with modern spiritual needs. As we navigate a world filled with noise, speed, and digital overstimulation, the mandia tree provides a counterbalance, a steady, grounding force that helps you return to yourself. It's a reminder that growth doesn't have to be dramatic or loud. Sometimes, the deepest form of prosperity is a space that lets you exhale. And sometimes, all it takes to create that space is the quiet presence of a tree that knows how to hold the energy for you. Number 5, Maple Tree, Acer. Wait, aren't trees that shed their leaves supposed to represent decline or decay? That's what most people think. But in Feng Shui, the maple tree flips that narrative completely. Its most defining characteristic, the vibrant shedding of its leaves, isn't about loss, it's about renewal. Unlike evergreen plants that symbolize constancy, the maple tree boldly embraces transformation. Its kaleidoscopic color shifts across the seasons, from fiery reds and oranges to calming yellows and soft greens, mirror the natural ebb and flow of life. Rather than fearing change, the maple tree invites it, honors it, and teaches us that the shedding of the old is necessary to welcome in the new. It's not just a plant, it's a living metaphor for resilience, adaptability, and the cyclical nature of prosperity. In the practice of Feng Shui, the maple tree holds a unique position as a symbol of abundance through transformation. While many wealth-attracting plants rely on permanence and lush greenery, the maple tree reminds us that true stability often comes from flexibility. It aligns with the wood element, known for its association with growth, evolution, and upward energy. Placing a maple tree in transitional spaces of the home, like entryways or near windows, enhances its symbolic power. These are areas where energy enters and shifts, making them ideal zones for a tree that thrives on flux. Its presence subtly reinforces the idea that life's changes, even the messy or uncertain ones, are part of a larger, beautiful process. During seasonal transitions especially, its energy becomes amplified, guiding the flow of qi into patterns that support clarity, motivation, and prosperity. What's more, the maple tree's influence isn't limited to energetic symbolism. It also serves a vital function as a purifier. Its large, wide leaves are not just showpieces for color, they act as organic filters, absorbing carbon dioxide and releasing fresh oxygen. As it photosynthesizes, it improves air quality and supports respiratory health, which in Feng Shui is directly connected to the metal element, clarity, communication, and focus. There's an interesting synergy that happens here. While the maple tree is rooted in wood energy, its physical impact supports the metal element, balancing growth with mental acuity. Some studies have even noted that compounds within maple leaves have antioxidant properties, meaning they may help neutralize airborne pollutants in a subtle but meaningful way. It's another way the plant embodies transition, not just visual or symbolic, but biological, too. It doesn't merely adapt, it helps its environment adapt with it. On a personal level, the maple tree is more than just a seasonal centerpiece, it's a teacher. I've often placed maple trees in homes or workspaces where clients are going through major life shifts, divorce, new jobs, moving across the country. Time and again, the feedback is the same. There's something about the maple's energy that gives permission to let go. In Western culture, we often resist change, clinging to what's familiar even when it no longer serves us. But watching a maple tree surrender its leaves with such grace, only to come back fuller and brighter, becomes a powerful visual affirmation. It says, you're allowed to release what's fading. It's part of the cycle. You'll come back stronger. From a Feng Shui standpoint, that permission is crucial. Stagnant energy builds up when we resist change. Clutter, emotional baggage, even poor air quality, these are all forms of energetic congestion. The maple tree, by contrast, encourages movement. Its shifting colors, its cyclical nature, its wide canopy, these qualities create space for qi to breathe and circulate. The ideal placement, I've found, is somewhere it can catch natural light throughout the day. That way, it becomes an active participant in the home's rhythm, reflecting back the daily progression of time and season. It serves as a silent, steady pulse of life's ongoing dance between letting go and reaching forward. The maple tree is proof that beauty doesn't lie in permanence, it lies in transformation. It's not just a plant you look at, it's one you feel. As its leaves shift with the months, you find yourself tuning into your own internal seasons, when to hold on, when to pivot, when to begin again. In this way, the maple tree isn't just a decorative element or an air purifier. It's a Feng Shui guide for the modern world, gently reminding us that in both home and life, the willingness to evolve is what keeps energy and prosperity flowing. As you've seen, these 5 plants are more than just greenery, they are guardians of energy, protectors of prosperity, and silent healers of your home. Whether it's the money tree bringing balance to your ambitions, or the maple tree reminding you to embrace change, each plant holds a unique power that goes far beyond decoration. They speak a language Feng Shui has understood for centuries. The energy around you shapes the energy within you. But here's the truth. Owning these plants isn't what brings luck. Caring for them is. Watering them, noticing them, placing them with intention, that's how you activate their energy. In Feng Shui, it's your attention, not just your arrangement, that turns a house into a sanctuary. So before you scroll away, pause for a second. Look around your space. Does it support the version of you that you're becoming? Or is it still echoing a version you've outgrown? If this video sparked even a small shift in the way you see your home, then take action. Drop a comment below and let me know which plant you feel called to bring into your space. And if you haven't already, hit like, subscribe to Buddha's Odyssey, and turn on notifications, because this is just the beginning. In the next videos, we'll go deeper into where to place these plants, what combinations work best, and how to fine-tune your environment for success, peace, and powerful qi. Your home is speaking to you. It's time to answer.